So in this video, I'm going to discuss the overall exam analysis and the paper discussion along with what are all the strategies I have used while attempting the exam. So this is my personal experience and I want to share with you guys. So yeah, let's see the overall exam analysis and an overview of the HPCL Engineers 2022. So this is basically um, HPCL Engineers 2022 exam. Okay, so the entire exam is divided into the four sections. So the first one is the English language, which is in total 17 questions. Second one is the quantitative aptitude, which is in total 34 questions. So third is the intellectual potential test, which is also 34 questions. And at the last, you have a domain knowledge, which is of 85 number of questions. So in total, we have 170 questions and we have 150 minutes to answer these questions. Okay. So here I'm going to discuss the actual paper which I have given, and this is the response key of that particular paper, which was conducted on the 4th of November 2022. Okay, and yeah, the stream is instrumentation engineer. So this paper is important for like the section of English, quantitative aptitude, and intellectual potential is important for all the branches, whereas the domain knowledge is equally important for the electrical and instrumentation students as they have some common syllabus of the exam. Okay, so half of the video is useful for all the branches, and rest of the video is useful only for the electrical and instrumentation students. Okay, so whatever is important for the viewers, they can just sort it out and they can watch up to that duration. Okay, so the first section I'm going to discuss, and my discussion strategy is like, first of all, we will be seeing what are all the important topics, and after that I will be discussing what are all the important factors and what was my strategy to solve the questions. Okay, yeah, so the English language, first we have antonyms, then we have the use of tenses, synonyms, correct order to make paragraph, error finding, spelling, items and phrases, prepositions, speech, active and passive voice. So these 10 topic, you can see 17 questions generally from these 10 topic only. So once you read and have a proper concept from these 10 topics, you can easily score 15 plus marks over here. Okay, so these are 10 important topics which are for the English language as far as this HPCL exam is concerned. So important factor is like you must have a good speed in attempting the English language, and just you have to read the question very carefully and just take out the correct answer. Okay, so in total there are 17 questions and generally it takes 10 minutes to answer these questions. So when you see the paper pattern, there are 170 questions for in just 150 minutes, so even less than a minute for each and every question. So you have to cover up the time within 10 minutes itself. So 17 question in 10 minutes is what you can do in case of English language. Okay, so this is just to cover into the 10 minutes. Okay, so yeah, and here is what I have written is what was my strategy in writing this exam. So how I attended the exam, like I attempted it on 4th November, and how I attempted. So first of all, I attempted the core section, and the core section was not so difficult or lengthy. So you can just complete the 85 questions in 50 minutes itself. Like you have to read the question and find out and correct take the correct answer like that. Only the questions were in case of core section. So here, if you save time, that time can be utilized in the quants and logical. So as far as HPCL exam is concerned, the quantitative aptitude and logical reasonings, they ask more lengthy or more solution based questions. So there you have to spend more time. So in that case, when you spare time in case of core section, that can be used over here. So this quant and logical section, you can spend 90 minutes. And for the English, I have given 10 minutes only. So yeah, in this duration, you have to maintain a good accuracy and good speed. And yeah, here I have given like which section you have to attempt first. And this is what I followed. And yeah, if you like it, even you can follow it. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on to the questions. As you can see, I am showing my entire response sheet for this particular paper. So yeah, you can see I have given the questions and which topic it is. So you can observe the antonyms over here, first two questions. And the next question is of appropriate word. You have to choose from the options. And yeah, you can read out these questions by just pause the video and you can just see what are all the kind of questions and what is the difficulty level. So overall it is just medium, you can say. Difficulty level is medium, you can say it's easy to medium. Okay, so this is what the level of difficulty. Okay, so this is what the level of difficulty, easy to medium, you can say. Okay, so yeah, synonyms, and these two questions were from synonyms, and the third one is to form a paragraph, and the seventh one is to find the error. Okay, and the next one is from the tenses itself, like the eighth question is from tense, and for the ninth question you have spellings, and again there is a question from synonyms. Then for the 11th question you have tense use, and items and phrases also included in the question. And yeah, here is also a fill in the blank, and yeah, tenses, proverbs, and again at last they have asked for the preposition. So as far as English section is concerned, you can just focus on these all topics, and they gonna ask only from these topics. So once you know all these topics and all the concepts and related terms and definition from these particular topics, you can easily score. Yeah, so next section which we are going to discuss is of the quantitative aptitude, and in that there are in total 34 questions. So the important topics for the quantitative aptitude is: first is speed, time, distance; second one is time and work; third is averages, mixtures, allegation; fourth is profit loss; fifth is ratio and proportion; number system, simple interest, compound interest; probability, permutation and combination; set theory, and general geometry. In geometry you can say area, surface area, lateral surface area, you can say circles, and you can have various other uh, surface areas, like various other elements, like you can say triangle, rectangle, all those things. Okay, yeah, so first question itself is from speed, time, distance. You can just pause the video and you can see out what are all the questions and what is the what are the level of the questions in which are asked in quantitative aptitude. Okay, so yeah, so the next question says from the data analysis, like there is the line graph which is given, and from here you have to find out what are all the percentage. So this is generally a percentage based questions. Okay, so the next question says ratio, proportion over here. Third question is from ratio and proportion. The fourth question is from averages, so here I said geometry. And yeah, the next question is from the percentage itself, and you can just read out the questions and you can try at your own from all these questions. So that's again the average question. So number system you have over here, you have the ninth question from the ratio and proportion. Okay, again this is the 10th question which is from ratio. Over here you have profit loss. Over here you have speed, time, distance, and again you have simple interest and compound interest. When you try to solve these questions, you'll find that they require some time. Okay, so these questions generally they need 1 to 2 minutes to solve. So this section is actually time consuming. Okay, so my suggestion is you have to give it a proper time. So once you are done with the core section, you can move on to the quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, so that you can score maximum marks within the time frame itself, and that will be very good strategy. Okay, yeah. So the next, the 14th is from probability, and again there is a PNC, permutation combination, and this is the speed, time, distance. So in general, each topic you can see 2 to 3 questions. From each topic there are generally 2 to 3 questions. Okay, so in general there are just 10 to 12 topics, so you can say there are 34 questions, generally 2 to 3. Okay, yeah, again here is the data analysis question. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, you can call it as a number systems or a quadratic equation kind of. This is the geometry based question from the curved surface area and for the conic sections. Next one is again from the number system. Again profit loss you have over here, roots of the equation, again then simple interest, compound interest, profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, permutation and combination. Okay, so like this is the concept related to the equation forming, like forming and solving equation. This is also a concept from the linear equation, you can say. Okay, so next one is geometry again. Then you have time and work, number system, LCM, HCF, all those related concepts. and again the number system and the speed, time, distance over here, and there is again a profit loss and time number of questions. So here whatever is given in the green, this is the correct answer. So you can just read the question and try out at your own and verify the answer. Maybe there are one or two questions whose answer is not correct, as this is the response sheet. So you can just verify at your own, like which question. I think this particular question has a wrong answer. So you can just find it out and post the correct answer in the comment section. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the next topic which we have is a logical reasoning. So for the logical reasoning, the important topics are given over here. I have given. So the first important topic is of a blood relation. The next one is coding decoding logic, cubes and toys, direction test, tables, data analysis, pie charts, and your bar graphs, puzzles, figure based logical reasoning. Then we have a series. Then there is a paper cutting, folding, mirror image, all those things. Next we have arrangement, and this time there are more number of questions observed from the arrangement itself. And yeah, from the cube also there are few questions based on these particular topics. Okay, so the first you can see it is from the arrangements. So almost like 5+ questions were there from the arrangements only. Okay, so yeah, first question from arrangement, you can see it's the next question is from coding decoding logic, and the third question is from the series itself. The fourth one is of the direction test, and yeah, coding decoding logic again. And then you have again the logical questions like odd based questions. Again there is a logic, blood relationship. Then you have a Venn diagram, set theory. This is a Venn diagram from the set theory. Okay, and yeah, this is the question from the mental ability, and how good you observe the question, and by observing how good you can answer, so this is based on that. The next one is also from the arrangement, the question number 11 from arrangement only. And yeah, the next one is from series. Question number 13 is from blood relation, and 14 is from coding decoding arrangement series. Again there is an analytical reasoning and Venn diagram questions like statement and conclusion based questions. The next one is again from the arrangement, and yeah, series questions are also observed. The next one again arrangement, series arrangement. Yeah, you can just pause the video and see out all those questions and try at your own. They will be very helpful for you. Okay, table and data analysis. Again the bar graph is given over here. Series, arrangement, logical reasoning, direction sense test, arrangement, series, direction sense. So here the analysis of this particular section is, this section is also time taking, and so try to attempt it at last. So as I said, this section is to be attempted at last. Okay, as this is the time consuming questions, easy but time management. These questions are very easy, but all you need to have is the time management. Like you know the questions, but there must be a sufficient time to attempt these questions. And yeah, if you maintain high accuracy in this section, it will be a good scoring section. So this is what the analysis from what I observed in this exam. Okay, yeah, so from here there is a domain knowledge, like there are 85 questions for this particular section. So this section, domain knowledge, so there are 85 questions from this. And yeah, this is the first section, first to attempt. Okay, like I attempted it in the first. And yeah, it is important both for the electrical students and instrumentation students. So other branches of student, they can just observe the video till this point, and after this it will be important only for the electrical and instrumentation students. Okay, so the common topics they have actually, so some part of this particular video is equally important for the electrical students as well. Okay, but it is completely important for the instrumentation stream. Okay, so I'm going to discuss all the important topics first, and after that I'll be discussing all the questions which are present in the exam. Okay, so the important topic, like from 10 plus questions observed from process control itself, the question based on PLC, SCADA, DCS protocols like HART protocol and all those things. From the transducer, there are 6+ questions observed, and the questions were based on the flow measurement, temperature, pressure, and yeah, from the piezoelectric crystal and on all the related topics like hydraulics, pneumatics. All those questions are asked in the transducer domain. The next section was the control system, so nearly 5+ questions asked from the control system. And yeah, for the power electronics also there are 5+ questions like cycloconverters, choppers, and yeah, these related questions. So the next important topic is of digital electronics. Again, from the digital there are nearly 4+ questions. From the analytical instrumentation, there are around 3+ questions, and from measurement, nearly 2+ questions. From the networks theory, same 2+ questions. From the signal and system, nearly 3 questions asked, and from the analog electronics also, generally we have 3+, nearly 3 to 4. Reliability concept, around 5 questions were asked, and from neural network, ML, IoT, they also had a 5+. From the communication systems, nearly 2 questions. From microprocessor and microcontroller, generally they asked 5+ questions, and from project management and general knowledge, you can say again 5+ questions. Okay, so this is the entire. Uh, you can see. So in total, there are generally 15 questions, and yeah, from 5 questions, you can just average 15 into 5, so nearly 75+. So even you can say some of the topic they asked even 8+ questions. So there are in total 85 questions. Okay, from these all topics. So these all topics are equally important, and if you are appearing in the instrumentation stream, so you must have the entire knowledge from these particular topics. Okay, so let's discuss the first question, which is based on the analytical instrumentation. Okay, so next was based on the project management, and you can read the question and you can just get to know what is the difficulty level of this particular section. Okay, yeah, the question number 4 is from control system, then again digital electronics, then you have a transducer question, like you have electromagnetic flow meter, and this is just a general knowledge question, like yeah, highest corrosive resistance like we use in infrastructure development like stainless steel. Okay, the next question is from process control, then again transducer, and yeah, this is from the communication systems, and you have risk and CISC architecture from the microprocessor and microcontroller. Again, this is the project management question. So yeah, transducer, reliability concept, process control, process control. You can see all these questions are like from various fields, like reliability concept, like which you can say mm, machine learning also is there in this question number 14. Sorry, this question number 14 is not from the reliability concept. This is from the machine learning. Okay. Then you have process control questions like hard protocol and all those things. Then you have a network theory questions, and yeah, digital electronics, microprocessor, process control. Again, you have transducer, signals and systems. You have a ladder logic programming. This is the ladder logic programming for the PLC. Okay. Again, you have a process control. Then you have a transducer, process control, networks, analog electronics. Then you have the range of DC voltmeter and ammeter, range improvement. This is measurement concept, and yeah, process control. Again, there is a power electronics, transducer, neural networks, transducer again. Then this is the IoT question, power electronics, process control. Yeah, again you have a hydraulic and pneumatic question, uh, power electronics, then again transducer. Here is the control system question. Again you have a neural network, power electronics. Few questions also observed from engineering optimization, process control. Again you have digital electronics, power electronics, IoT. Again the question number 53 is from control system, process control, and yeah, transducer. Again you have a question from process control, and yeah, UV-VIS, UV visible spectrometry questions also observed in HPCL exam. Then you have microprocessor, microcontroller, transducer, control systems, and yeah, this is from the state space analysis, like not state space analysis. This is generally the signal flow graph question, and it's a very easy concept like Mason-Gain formulas and all those things you observe over here. Then this is the also process control OSI model. Then you have digital electronic questions, power electronics, again the analytical instrumentation, uh, yeah, process control. Then you have IoT measurement. Again there is a reliability concept, like yeah, next one is from analog electronics, reliability concept. So this reliability concept is more important, as you can see the Bartok curve and mean time to failure and all those things are in this particular topic. So these are also important for the HPCL exam. The next one is signals and system, process control, control system, and yeah, transducer. Again, the question from measurement, microprocessor, microcontroller, power electronics, transducer, machine learning, and yeah, IoT. So this is the end of this particular section. So analysis point of view, the core section is less time consuming. So you can just read the question and take the answer. So there is no solution based questions. Like so there is less time you need to answer the question, so just make up a good speed and accuracy in this particular section. So try to attempt it within the 15 minutes of duration so you can save time for the other sections. And for the first section which you should attempt is the core section only, and here you can easily save the time and you can spare it for the other section. So the level of difficulty is from easy to medium. Like once you know all these concepts, it will be very easy for you to answer the entire domain knowledge section. Okay, so yeah, this is the overall analysis for the instrumentation stream and HPCL exam. So you can just take a snaps of these important topics like which I have provided in this box over here. So these are the important topics for all those domain knowledge over here. And yeah, for the quantitative aptitude and logical sections also you can just take the snaps of these particular boxes and yeah, prepare well for your exams. Like no problem whether it is of any PSU or any competitive exams, you can just focus on your preparation and try to get yourself better day by day. So ultimately it will be very fruitful for you, and yeah, at the correct time and correct instant you will achieve the success. So never stop trying, and yeah, all the best for your upcoming exams, and yeah, have a happy learning. Thank you very much.